Hello everyone, an unexpected stream today. We just need to catch up on the week content. We actually have a couple of chapters left. Ooh, it's too bright. Um, we have 1, 2, 3 more videos to watch. Hopefully we'll be able to do that today. If we're not capable to in doing that, we will also do it tomorrow. So basically today I am investing 2 hours of my time. It's a Saturday. Normally I never stream on Saturday, but yeah, the grind continues. It doesn't matter. All for the purpose of learning, all for the purpose of improving. And yeah, it's never enough. We should just keep going and learn together. It is what it is, and I quite enjoy it. So it is quite rewarding to stream. Okay, so today what are we going to do? We see our bridge. We have created those nuts, and we see also that this thing it's flat. Okay, so the flat thing I will basically Grayson was very generous and he was like, okay, send me the file, I'll look at it. This is how amazing DoubleJump Academy is, honestly. They're like, this is basically something that my tier is not part of it, but like just out of they see me struggle on the stream and they're like, okay, so let us help you figure this out, which is really cool. Like I guess when you're really stuck, you could always talk to them, which is really cool. Anyway, I think, but the legendary tier and the other tier for the course, the Supreme, I think it's called. I might be wrong on that. Don't take my words. Yeah, they have way more features where you have weekly feedback and it's way better. I unfortunately didn't have the money to like just subscribe to that or purchase it. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to get a tier like that. DoubleJump Academy, if you're watching. Cool. Yes. So let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep grinding. I will go back to watching and we'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to go back to get used to this nodes. Like, it hasn't been a day already, but I already am, completely. I completely forgot how we organize this, but thankfully, like the more I go over it, the more I remember things. And I also basically started to feel like we need a way to generate those ropes as well around the cargo points, because they're just coming out of nowhere here, and this is not doing us good, I think. Yeah, we need a way to add the rope here to add more realism to our bridge. This is all gonna be a step-by-step type of thing, so we will understand more in the future. As to the last thing that we've done here, we randomized the normals on each of those columns. So I'll double click on our... Where did we do that? Did we do it on the rope? Yeah, we did it on the nuts generator actually. So this one, generate nuts. We will go to the left part of it, and we have added, I remember, attribute normal, attribute randomize. And let's view that one actually. Let's look at it and let's add our points. So here we see 1 point because we basically have only one subdivision here. And so if I watch our normals, we see that they are randomized in all directions, correct? Or is it only in one direction? We can see that they're only in... No, yeah, it is true. It is on all direction. This is the max value that decides that. So if we to put this on 0, we will see that it won't randomize anything. And if we put each value on 1, it will randomize our values. That's cool. I wonder how it would look like if we have minus values as well. Yeah, that's amazing. Cool. So we can add like -1 here and then 1 there and check what happens. Yeah, this is cool. What is the fastest way to add a nut? Is it to go through here? I'm just getting comfortable again with our workflow and everything that we created so far. It takes some time to get comfortable. Just give me a second because the Windows... I need to put it up a bit. Yeah, the recording can actually survive that. It's completely fine. All right, so now we have a bit more light so we can see things. Yes, good. In the background, and yeah, so it's not just black. Okay, good. Let's go back to it and let's add more cargo subdivisions. So we're just gonna click this away. And now I will add, where was it? Blank thickness. No, it's in the cargo thingy here. Let's add 3. Here you go. Let's add more details and I noticed that when we put it back to 0, it's not generating any on the top, which could cause a trouble or problem in the future. But I mean, would we want the bridge to look like that? Maybe we do. And maybe this is causing a lot of trouble. We need to check that out. I'll add a note actually right now. So I either write about it or yeah, we check it out together. We try to do it on our own. So if I put the cargo on 1, upper not disappears, not gone. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on the things that I will look into afterwards. It will be a huge list actually. So let's just keep putting like notes. I'm using those here just to put like to write things quickly. I also use them to edit the video, like if I want things to edit. And now, for example, like I could say at minute 6, I have recorded the problem, the issue. And this is how I could always remember, because I'm a very forgetful person, like extremely forgetful. Okay. So we got stuff going on. Let's check, like we said, add one more detail. And we see here, let's add more details in there as well until it matches our generation. Yeah, but it's not matching each and every plank. But I think there's a way to fix that. We will look at it in the future as we keep watching. For now, I just want to see this randomization. I should always remind myself of the scope, because I'm always going away from the scope. Here it is. Those are the randomizations that are happening. How does it look in the end? Let's just look at it. Yeah, things are looking and matching up pretty well, I would say. From far, this thing is a bridge, and a solid bridge. Okay, amazing. So let's keep watching, and we'll be right back with you. All right, for the sake of proceduralism, we have learned so far that the knots actually are creating more geometry, so it will make things quite slower for the generation in general. So if I go like all the way, let's switch our viewport again, and now if I switch if I basically tap on the add point here and press enter in the viewport, and I take it upwards, we see, I mean, mine are kind of optimized. The one he's having are quite heavy, but I mean, he's also, let's go in here. He has his intersections up to like 5. Yeah, basically that's what he's having, and also those are way heavier. So now we're basically made our bridge super heavy. It is very detailed, and for a game that could be problematic. So we're gonna look at it together, and we're gonna see now how heavy this is. This is way heavier, as you can see. It's super heavy. It's taking a lot of time to generate. Excuse me. In one way, we could actually make it generate a bit faster. I mean, I must be honest. It still generates quite fast. That's because we didn't add too much details here. But anyway, let's add a feature where the developers can decide, hey, do we need knots here or no knots? It could be for something like a mobile version of that, or like a Switch version of the game. So let's add that. It's always good to notice optimizations early on and find ways to work around them. So yeah, basically what we would need is a switch, right? So we need to be able to switch between value where it says knots yes or knots no, right? That's what we need. So Let's try to find the way or a way. This thing is definitely reflecting a lot on my glasses. All right, so now it's better. Okay, so we need a way to do that. So first of all, let's go into our properties. Here we go. And then in the properties, we will go to our parameters. And then we will go and add a toggle. Toggle is like on or off. It's like a bool. Like, is it true or is it not true? Let's put it in the artsy stuff and let's put it beneath the menu. By the way, the menu here, what is beneath the menu logically does not mean anything. Just for organizational purposes, I put it outside the file, or I believe it's outside the file at least. Yeah, it is outside the file. So just for organizational purposes. So here we have well, we added a label. Wait, is that the one we want, or do we need a toggle? Here it is, a toggle. So the thing here we don't need. I added, I think, a float. We don't need a float. We need a toggle. Right there, right? Good. Now our bool or whatever it is, our toggle will be called on slash. I'm not sure if we could add slash, or well, we could try to add slash. We can't. On off nuts. Okay, good. Let's call it like this so we could identify it quicker. We will also make it only available when we call the rope style one, which if you go back here, our rope style one is diagonal. Yeah, so it should be disabled if we chose a diagonal style. So let's do that right now. Sorry. So let's do it right now. Let's see when or how is that done. Let me think. Right there, actually, disable when and when the switch is on 1. So let's accept that. Let's apply it and accept it. Let's check it actually if it works. I mean, now it won't work, but I just want to change to diagonal, which is this type of bridge, right? Yeah, it is grayed out. That's good. Cargo net. Now it's here. Let's toggle our nuts. Let's see if... Let's not do that. Okay. The nuts. Let's go here. I can't stop smirking on this. I'm sorry. No, not here. We don't need that. Let's go back here. Probably here. Double click on the nuts here. And basically we will add a pretty new switch that will be able to give us nuts or no nuts. So let's bypass stuff. This is not doing anything. Bypass this. This is the upper nuts. Cool. Let's actually add it. Upper nuts. Yes, and this does lower nuts. Sorry, we'll just bypass it. Yeah, it's correct. Lower nuts. Okay, so we basically will add 1 after the merge here. I basically want to disable both of them because, yeah, why not? If we're gonna go optimization, let's go all the way. Just because I want to do something different, so let's do it. Switch. We'll need a new switch. There we go. We'll put it right there. And we'll add a null, which means nothing. Like it has no value. Basically bypass of some sort. Because the switch needs something to work with. Right? So let's take that switch, put it a bit down here. And let's take that switch, put it up here. Take those down here. Let's put the null there. And so we'll go on this switch and we'll take our toggle value. Yeah, toggle value, we will put it here. Let's put absolute. Let's start. No, not this one, this. Yeah. Now it's only actually taking the... Is it? No, let's view the switch. Here we go. Yeah, so if we view here, now we have the option to enable or disable our nuts. For whatever reason, we might need that for a more optimized game, for example. Here, we have it. And so if I go on the ad, and now here you go. Look how faster this is in comparison to our old way, which is this way. There we go. Yeah, this is heavy. This is gonna kill a game, right? So yeah, it is what it is. We fixed it. We will now bring things a bit, backwards here. 11 and back to 4. Even 3 should do the job, honestly. All right, so we'll go back here. We'll keep our nuts. I feel like those are super huge. We will fix that. This is our upper nuts right there. And this should be, I feel like this copy here should be a bit upward. Let's delete that. What does this do anyway? I think that's the other one. As we can see, it's used in other examinations. Excuse my allergy. Actually, I have a spray I would like to use. I'll be right back. So basically, we want those thingies to get a bit smaller. So let's get that done. Here we go. If we go back to our transform and let's switch back to our UI. To our good UI, the more spacious one, not so compressed one. We'll go back right there and let's see what else we could do with this. Let me think. Damn. Let's see. We will basically just make it smaller. Let's go and make it smaller. Transform. And we will go into the 0.001 and make this thing a bit smaller as such. Yeah, this is a better size. Much better. I like how compressed it is. The nuts themselves, they're thick, but this is a stylized, basically stylized direction that I wanted to go to or through. Circles, I feel like we could make those circles a bit smaller, and I will do it from here. Because why not? Why not? Alright, sorry. Okay, let's basically take our second sweep, and let's take it in the 0.001 and go a little, less crazy with it. Same thing with the other one because it looks very spaghetti. It looks very noodles. Here we are. Let's add a 0.001. Here we go. Let's keep that. Looks good. Also, I kind of feel like you need a smaller rope to do the nuts in order for them to look good. Let's see. For now, that looks good. Let's learn some more. So we're encouraged in the course to explore our own patterns, and as you know, and how we collected those pure ref picture last time in the last episode, I have decided to make an X-shape pattern. So the same, but more diagonal. And yeah, there it's a bit explained here. So basically we will just follow the idea or the suggestion they're giving us in this course, and we'll see if this would work for us. So first of all, we'll go back to our diagonal rope, which is super performative rope, and I really like it. And what we will do is go inside and then go to our railing style, I believe. This is basically all of this on the right is that cargo net. So let's put everything into one huge network box, I think it's called. There we go. All of this, Shift O, and we'll keep it in a silly color, something that is not visible to the eye as much. Like this gray is perfect actually for this. And we'll just add here cargo net styling. All right, so, and we'll add Shift O here, and we'll add a comment here. We'll say diagonal. Is that the way? Diagonal. All right, diagonal rope style, and one more that we will experiment with. Control C, Control V. And we will add a null at the end, just a few things. We should get used to have nulls actually. And we will play with this expression now. So connect this to this and view it. All right, so here we see our diagonal way of generating, not generation. And so we will go to our attribute wrangle and try to switch this thing to 1. Oops. And now check our null value and it should be switched. And here we see with the view of the upper hierarchy, which is this one, we have the view of this one. And when we go inside the hierarchy of the subnetwork, we will be able to see the upper hierarchy as like a gray, opaque type of deal, or type of view. And we see now if we for example, add another attribute wrangle right there and make this one 0, then connect both of them, we should have in the end, let's see, why is it not working? Okay, we see that it's not working at all. But yeah, it is not working pretty well like we wanted to. And that is because why is it not working? Why is this working? Or why did it work before? Okay, and so if I delete that one, it's going into a loop, right? And this thing, it's blasting again. So it's doing a loop. We don't want that. Let's check if this is working. It is. And so what we want is a different type of deal, with this one being a 0 and then merging them together. Let's check if this would work. Yeah, would you guys merge? Would you guys like to get married? All right, so here we are. We have a diagonal line. Question is, if we add more resample, what would happen? We'll get more of them, right? Level of detail. Not the level of it, but this one. And now I'll just click here and add more details. Here we go. So this is the X-shaped one. What else do we, so maybe actually just type it right here. X rope style. X style rope actually, so better. X style rope. So we got that working. I would love it to basically, add more details in that axis. I think I know a way. We both know a way. So let's copy that way. We have it right there actually. And here it is, this huge spaghetti we would need again, I believe, to create those lines that duplicate and the whole shenanigans. So let's copy those things. Damn it, man, this is huge. All right, so let's view it one by one actually. We'll make this a little bigger so we have more space. And let's read what we've done here. We have extracted the middle point. So let's extract the middle node as well. Again, by having extract centroid, right? So how does that look like? If we go here and add a point, does it work or does it not work? Where is the stuff? And do I need to add more options? Here we see detail, so we need to add the detail here. I remember we switched that detail and we have it in the middle. So that is working. The next, this is revision, all revision for now. So we've added that and we have added a line, just a simple line. So let's add that. We basically made the line spawn here. So copy 2 points. 2 points, right? So it's just a very simple system. Let's view if this connection is correct. It is correct. We will add a resample before. So I add a resample right there. And we will need that resample later on. We'll see why. So the resample here gave us more points, correct? And so we will basically, we have the centroid, we have the copy to points, and now we will copy it over again. What we will do is take the input out of the, no, we'll take the input here again, and if I'm not mistaken, that is correct, right? Where's this null? It's going again into a resample of some sort, and then we are deleting the normal attributes, and then we copy. Okay, so I am correct here. Let's put it, okay, again, what do we need? We need the line, and we need a resampler on it. Okay, so let's do it. So let's take the line. Let's add a null. Oh, what's happening here? We don't need that. Thank you. And we will basically take that, put it here. I'm just doing a bit of spaghetti here, but should be alright. Alright, let's just put it there, actually, so it's not too complicated. Okay. So now we have taken the null value, so basically the same value from the line, so the railing lines, and we will add a resample to that. So resample me that value. Here we have it, and that value, if you view it now, we see it, it's right there. It's giving us this, yeah, it's resampling it for us, but however, we have a resampler here, so basically we will delete this because we will use the value from here. So let's do it. All right, so the resample is right there, and we will delete the attribute of the normals, I believe. So here we are, normal. Go ahead, delete attribute, actually, delete attribute, so attribute delete, and then check for the normals, because otherwise they will basically play around with our settings, and we don't want that. So if we go to the points, I believe, and we'll go and tell it to delete the normals, and I will just recheck with the system that we built before. Are you deleting the normal? Yes, you are. Okay, so now we will add a copy to points, again, another one, and basically we'll switch that. So what we will do is take whatever, we'll take definitely this input, this output here, and we will play it with, let's see, what we want is the railing to spawn on each point of the line that we resampled, which is this one. So what we'll do is hook this one. Let's see, what is this doing? It's putting it in the middle. Okay, yeah, we need that output here. Let's see if that is working. Yes, and guess what we need before all of this connection here? We need one hell of a center, what is it called again? A scale size, something size, match size. We need one hell of a match size, and now we'll figure out where this match size should actually be. Maybe it should be here. Yeah, it should be here. And now we see we have one line, one hell of a line, and I will make that line size to 0.88 because that is our value. And if we go to our original line, I think we hooked the height to it. Here it is, which we could do as well. But for now, we just want the functionality of it to work. So let's put this thing a bit to the left. So we have created that system, correct? And that system basically could be connecting right inside of here. So what I will do is I will make this whole system into right click and subnet. So actually, let's keep it outside for educational purposes. And we will put our, oh, that's too much. We'll just put our copy output into the connectivity. So we did have this whole spaghetti just to make it work. And now we'll see if it is working. All right, so we see that things are not really working. And because we don't need the line, basically, what we need is, I just copied the whole system again. We need only part of it. Let's see, is it this part that we need? Let me think. I think we spawned them incorrectly here. Let's see if we decide to do it the other way around. Yes, we need this type of deal here. And we definitely do a lot of resampling here. So please, Let's change it basically to maximum number, and let's do just 1 for now. And basically we need a way to delete the upper stuff, and we will look into how we deleted that. Basically we created an end, correct? And we started with the 1 and the 1, and then we blasted them, and then we copied to point. So let's see what is happening in here. And now it's okay. So what is happening in here? Is that the final result? What is the final result here? Okay, we have that 2 lines here that get then taken into here, and they're finally merged together. I can't see much. Let's see. Those are the nuts. I mean, basically we made a group here. Let's see where this thing is. All right, so what does this do? Let's just check it. Let me read that actually, because cargo net vertical splits. So we did the vertical split, and then we did the horizontal split. That took us 2 parts, and we needed the points for the nuts. So we could see them, right? So we could split them, sorry. Yeah, this is the group of it. Let's go back here and let's check that out. We basically just need that upper part and the lower part. Hi, it's you. So I won't be able to listen. Yeah, don't worry about it. You have another account or what? All right, yeah, don't worry about it, buddy. Just you know, just chill, and the video will be up anyway, so on YouTube, so don't worry about it. Thanks for joining anyway. Let's check if we want to basically if we want to delete that upper part and that lower part, and how to do it. So upper part and lower part, let's see. And upper part and lower part, how to do this. Come on, let me think a little bit. Okay, so we did it here. Just we are basically, so what does this resample do here? Why is it not able to show us anything? Where's this line? Okay, so this line is here and it's getting resampled. Great, then it's going into this copy to points, which is not showing us where it's going. Resample here, this should be there. Is the null? The null got disconnected, that's not cool. All right, here we go. That's why we're not viewing anything. And so yeah. No, I know, but don't worry about it. Thanks for joining. I gave you a follow, and yeah, thank you so much for joining. It means a lot to me. Okay, so we will basically start. I'm gonna just focus now a bit on this concept. So what did we do here to basically measure the blast? And what does the blast do here? Is it just it is blasting the upper parts, and if we check our copy to points, it is putting it in the middle, and that's good. We know what that is so far. Then it is going here and it is doing the match size, and then it's going into copy again. Yeah, perfectly. That's exactly what we need. So let's do that. Let's add an ends and let's calculate this thing. Let's make it properly. All right, so basically we need ends here. Here we go. And the ends should basically... that's actually... that's a different type of group by range. We called it ends. Okay. Well, we could use the same node then. Let's just cut off some time. I'll copy it basically and paste it here. And connect it here. And this should basically do the same now. And in the blast, I'll also take our blast from here and check if it works. So we'll just connect this one here and check if it works. Yeah, things are working. However, However, we're running into one small problem, and that this grouping should be an upper in the hierarchy, like right there, I believe. And if we check our copy, yeah, here we go. That is what we want. That is exactly what we want. So we copied our system from before, but it's good to have a revision and just like go over the concept again. And so this is going into connectivity. It's giving it different IDs. And let's check here. We have it. It's, however, been transformed upwards for some reason. I believe the match size should be right after, like here. No, that's not working. Should it be here? Not working. Or no, it is not working. Should it be here? No, it shouldn't be here. But here is also not working. Should it be after the resample? Nah, not really. Should it be after this copy? And it's not working. Should it be after the blast, like we said before? Okay. Something got broken. And let's see what got broken here. First of all, we have to check where our match size happens. It happens and it connects the main point. Yeah, the main null. And so let's make sure it is connecting to it, and it is not, so we will have to connect it, more or less. Let's add a null then. However, wait, extract. All right, so this has to be connected to the left point, right? Correctly. I mean, I think it doesn't matter, but like, let's just connect it properly. And right after the copy to point, the second one, I think. Let's see and see if this works now with everything. Click here. Let's check here. All right, so something is definitely... All right, so let's just check what is happening in here. All right, and the copy to point here. We have lost some type of connectivity. Let me check. All right, so let's take this away. Let's take it away. Still not working, right? Let's Control Z some of the changes until we see our changes back. So it's working. All right, so let's then connect this one inside of here, and it should be now in the correct, on the right road, at least on the right. Let me just check. This comes after the blast, correct? Like right after the blast, after we copy things. Yeah, it should be on the right track right now. However, maybe, and just maybe, let's put that thing down here. And let's switch the parameters. Is there a way is there a shortcut to switch them? Yeah, okay, we have to do it manually. Then this right and this left. I'm just going to do it manually. All right, and here, let's view that. It's not working at all. Okay. Well, this sucks. Well, at least we know that it's not coming from the extract node. It should be coming from the null itself. So let's break that connection again. One more time, yeah. And let's take a null. Let's basically connect this thing just directly to our input, more or less. So without the centroid. Oh my god, it's hard to see right now. Okay, come on, go upwards. I hate it when this doesn't work. Well, we just have to take it ourselves then. Okay, so that's fine. Let's just hook it up to it. Here we go. And check if it's working. Where do we have our stuff? I think now we need to switch the inputs. So you on the left, and let's go all the way to here. And we put that thing on the right, and we're getting a weird result. Let's check it out again. And let's enable our let's enable this. Let's enable this. Yeah, now we're totally off this. Oh my god. Something is definitely not working here. Well, is it on the left here? Let's check it out. Okay, so match size. It is definitely going all the way to the cargo, to our main input. Let's just put those things a bit away so we have an overview. And so that is working. That is going right in, right? So this is the thing that is connecting here, and then there's one liner that goes to the match size, and this thing should be connecting to our copy, which does this thing. I think that's the problem. Because this thing, what is it doing? This is not the right, yeah, this is definitely not the right one. I think that's the right one. Is it? Is it though? We're missing a copy to point. That is what's happening. Well, let's see first. Maybe we need those things behind, like right there. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting to something. And how does this look like now? Yeah. And so we need our thing to be behind that, before that, in the other copy 2 points. So let's do it. And let's see. Nope, we don't need that connection. Actually, let's put that connection here. And let's take this connection all the way. I wish there was a simpler way to do it. So I'm just going to take it and hook it up here. Whoa, what's happening? We definitely don't need that result. Oh my god, that we don't need that. No. Alright, but that is only after the copy. But then what happens here? What happens at the end? Yeah, we're getting... Yep, that's it. That's the result we want. That's absolutely the result we want. It is not working visually, but... we're getting it. We want that result, and we got that result. Amazing. So let's add more details on the resample. Let's give it 3. All right, but that is not really the result we want, right? Because no, that is not the result we want. Let me think. So what happens here in this copy? We basically get this thing working. And that comes right after the match size, and it, where's the second point? Connecting to our old copy to point. Okay, so we know now that we have a copy to point. Let's check what's happening again. Okay, so what does this copy to point do? We need another one still, right? Because here on this point, what did we have at the end? Yeah, we had this connection. And this connection we can get from adding more resamples. So let's add 3 and let's check our copy to points. And it is definitely giving us 2. Just to make it more clear to you, if we add 3 here, we will have more points. So let's keep it on 3 then. And now we should have this resample thingy, right? We should be able to see that it is actually putting it in the middle, yeah, which is good. It's taking our railing and it's putting it in the middle where it's supposed to be. And now what we'll do is give it another copy to points. So copy that and paste it, delete those inputs, and now we will take the match size and take it to point and basically spawn points on it and see if that's correct. That is the other way around how we want it to work. So this connection to the right and this connection to the left. And now we have something working. However, it's not in the center. And let's see how we can, I mean, basically we want this to, where's this going? To our delete attributes. Is that correct? because right here after the match size, it is connected to two things, the match size and the copy point. Well, basically that's exactly what we've done now. However, the match size didn't work for us like we wanted to, because it is, let me think why it's not working. I really have no idea why it's not working. And then we have another copy to points, which should, what is this the one doing? What is this one doing? It's hooked to the copy to points, another one. And it's taking the value of the match size. Okay, and so this one, all right. We will do that. We will check it out one more time. We have this match, this copy to point, which is copying our result from this match size into the points, which are here. And then we need one more of those. It's on the right side. Okay, we need one more of those points. And we need our match size. Let's see. All right, so the other way around. This into our copy and this into our match size. Yeah, that is not working. Damn it. Okay, so nope. All right, so let's go a step back. So what is this doing? It's doing its job correctly. It is in the middle. It's going well. Then we're copying our match size, which should anyway be extract node. We need that. It's just our rail system. And enable that, and it is actually in the middle. That is amazing. So that is working. And now, however, when I enable this, it's all over the place, although it shouldn't happen. So let's try to connect points a bit differently. And we see a new way of connection that we don't want. Let's do it again. And this time we will check what we have in here. Wait, this is not the connection we want. So you up, you left, and check why is this not working. Let's do another match size. What is happening here? And so we have that. So we basically match size this one into the middle. And now we will copy its points to... We'll copy its points again into each other's, right? So we will take our copy to points, this one, and we'll put it on the right side, and we'll take our match. And now it should be in the middle. Here we go. But the blasting, where is our blasting thing? It should be right there. Why is it not working anymore? All right, so here we blasted the points, correct? Here they are. They are blasted. And then afterwards, we have put the points into the middle. Then we have match size those. Then we copied this shape into our points, so that is working. Then we have match sized it. Then we have copied them where they're supposed to be copied to begin with. I think that point is wrong. Let me think what do we need to do here? So we centered it, right? And we will take that center value and hook it up back again, I guess. All right, so it's creating a loop that's not working. Let me try to think. And once we have added them again, they've definitely been in place now, but they have been duplicated because there's just way too many of them now, because we basically copied this, and I feel like we shouldn't have copied it here, but after the blast. So what is the result of that? What is the result of that indeed? Why is it so different? I think I know. Okay. So why is this? What is this thing doing? It's putting it definitely in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, I was a bit confused because they said Vex. Hi. Ah, hi Vex. All right, so I read I'm Vex. I'm not allowed to. Okay. I have problems with reading, so excuse me about that. Okay, so let's see. Let's check that out. Where are you at, Proper Duck Games? So let's check that out. Doom. Let's check this thing out. Alright, so this thing is not being in the middle anymore, at least. And that is because this thing is not in the middle, correct? It is in the middle. But once we have taken the match size, maybe it's too much match sizing for now. Like, what happens if we bypass that? What would happen? Is it in the middle? And if we... Alright, so this is happening. And it's not taking... I mean, is there a way to change input? If I mean, let's just check our... Let's do a bit of comparison. Ah, here you go. There's a bit of difference in values. Let's take a screenshot of that, actually. There we go. And let's do Windows Control T. Windows Control T. Yeah, now it's working. Let's put this thing here. I mean, it's quite small, but who cares? Let's make it a bit bigger. And let's see. Yeah, this is the values, and we will compare it to here. What is different? It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. 0, 0, 0, same. 1, 1, 1, 1, same. I don't remember we've done anything, honestly. It's all the same. Okay, so that is definitely not helpful. Why is this match size matching the size and then copying it in such a weird way? Have we not, for example, put those properly? Well, that's not the case. So let's put this back. I feel like this step here is wrong. This step should be here. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's too much upwards now. What is it doing? Brother, what is it doing? Okay, so this thing, does it have a transform of some kind? What do we have in here? Let's check this one. It is in the middle. Let's check this one. It is in the middle, and then this one is copied over to the points in the middle. And then what happens? I match size it again. Please stay where you are. Then we have way more stuff to deal with. Damn it. Damn it. I think one way to understand it is to go over here. So line got resampled, then it got copied over the normal attributes of yeah, so that is our cargo split. We don't need to understand this, so we'll just go back to the left. Then we have basically said that it has ends. Then we blasted those ends. Then we copied it over the extractoid. Centroid, sorry. Yeah, we've done that. Did we do that? Let's go over it again. Extractoid is getting copied. All right, so this is working quite well. Everything is working here so far. And then we took it and we decided to give it a match size right after that, right after the copy. We gave its output a match size. Let's check if we've done that. No. So let's do that. Let's give its output a match size, and then let's take our value from our main input, which is hard to take, and hook it up to our match size. And now we have a huge error, and that is not a problem because we just have to hook it up back again. And how is that looking? Is it centered? Yes. And how is that looking? Is it centered? Hell no, it's not. So let's check what happens after that. So we have a match size. So let's see. We connected the railing with match size to center it. Then we created a copy over the point of the line that we created. Then let's check the connection here, because it is... What is this doing? All right, so now we lost the connection here, which is amazing. Houdini is being a bit drunk. All right, so we have the value here again. All right, so we see it. It is working here. For some reason, it's magically working here. So we have our copy to point, and it is working. I bet there's a value or two here we're missing, or maybe even with our centroid. It is just this. All right, so yeah, the copy to points takes this value, adds it with the match size, and that is exactly what we're doing. Here it is with the match size. This thing should be working. As the copy happens, it is completely somewhere else, and that definitely sucks. But I mean, does that mean that the centroid have different values that we don't understand? Primitives, pieces, detail, center of mass, bounding box, center, convex. Nothing is happening. Attributes, points. Yeah, nothing is happening. Where does this problem actually lay? Maybe it's worth looking into. Let's see. Our points are definitely connected, and they've been blasted. Okay, let's just check if this is connected to the centroid. Let's look at it. Yeah, it is. It is. So that's working. At least here it's working. Damn it. Okay, then it's going into match size. Is the match size matching the values right and left? Okay, we don't have a connection here, which is hilarious because I've added a connection to make this. Okay, so that is the problem we're getting. Just study it, and we don't need you. And let's check that. Yeah. Okay, so that is what was happening. For some reason, I hooked it up to the copy, which was unnecessary. And now the final copy is not needed, but we will take the output of here and put it right into our connectivity. All right, so now connectivity is doing its job with splitting stuff, and then we have, yay, it's exactly what we don't need though. We don't want that type of stuff. There must be a way to deal with this. Someone had actually wrote me a proper detailed way to do this. I still need to check it out. Maybe we check it out right now. So my simple solution now, for now, I basically just I couldn't find a way to measure things. I asked the person that gave the information to me, and so we will see how that is done. Basically, I'm doing a bit of changing. I'm changing a bit of stuff. Let's add a new point to... I'm just trying to think here. I mean, it's the resample that adds points, right? And then it should be that many points. And the measure here should be gone. And then we have the connectivity, which should keep all of those. Then we have an attribute triangle that is empty right now. Then we have our first loop, basically. Then we have a group by range like we did, which we could change its offset. Then we have our blast operation for deleting the points to make it simpler. Then we have our first transition. But at the end, the result is not... Yeah, here you go. That is the problem. Well, I think basically we need to do some type of connectivity before. But it is happening in here. It should split them, right? Let's go to our class. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're 8 because 4 points here and 4 points here, so they're 8. And we should now by somehow measure. Yeah, basically we need to know the distance between each point, but for now we can't do that because I like the knowledge for it. But if you all know how to do it, please let me know if you're watching the YouTube video later. Okay, we gotta move on now. We have created that system, and if I know the answer, I will definitely let you know. For now, we'll just continue. Okay, on pause. Okay, so we got an answer from Sebastian, who is definitely a veteran in Houdini. I'm just gonna let him know. Showing it on the stream right now. Right now, we'll be back and let you know if it works. Thank you so much. All right, so let's check it out. So we have a vector. So we're adding a we're basically at position of the first point. Vector position 1 equals point 0 and between quotes p, the position, comma 0. So we're basically taking the y position, right? So that is our y vector, and this one is our y vector as well, and it is deciding for x, y, z. Why did we... That is the thing I don't get, like which point are we choosing? Which point are we choosing here? Position of the second point. How does Houdini know which point it is? That is my main thing. So if this is the position and this is also the position, are we basically, is this vector position 1, are we there? I'm missing something here, but I'll do it anyway. We will try it anyway. So let's do that. I'll put this down. We'll go right there. We will basically go inside where we have them split. We will take this ends and check our last blast result right there. Give me pointing, give me numbers, and in here we'll take the end and basically blast everything but not the start right there, and we'll call this starts, double S here and double S here. We'll just give it a new name. Okay, so and here we need to group to let's see, yeah, in the blast we need to choose our starts, and that is our first step told by us by our suggestion from friend of ours in the server. Okay, so we have separated the points, right, of the first one, and let's check our let's check this copy actually, and it is actually doing it in the beginning. Then we need a new one without all of this, right? So we need just a new one without the blast. Let me think. All right, so copy this and hook it up to here. And now this one will calculate our... We'll definitely calculate our... Wait, we won't have an end to it. This is just for us to calculate things. Wait a second, what happened here? Wait a second, something changed when we copied this. All right, copy, paste. Okay. And now we'll take this one out and put the starts. Actually, we could take it way before in the resample so things are not messed up. This one now will go and get another copy, this one. Let's delete. All right, now one of them should stay and take this copy. All right, and now we will view it. Here we go. And we should be able to calculate now if we add a connectivity. We might need it. Let's keep it on the side for now. And do I need, I'm just gonna ask Sebastian. Do I need to add a connectivity? Connectivity before that? Wow, my English spelling is horrible. Let's try it if it is correct. Yeah, connectivity node before the wrangle vex code. I'm wondering how does Houdini, how can I communicate the point numbers? And let's add thinking. Okay, so let's check that out again. We will do that. We might add connectivity. Should I? Man, I don't know. Let's check it if it changed the numbers of the points. The points numbers are the same. We'll go right back here. Okay. And so let's add a wrangle. If it's the same and it's not doing anything anyway, it doesn't really matter. I believe, yeah, points. Class, yeah, for now, it should have like 8 classes, right? Yeah, about that. Or 11 even, because we have a lot of... You see, I don't want that. I want to have less details for now. Give me 2. Is 2 enough? No, we need at least 3 in order to check if this is working. And so let's take our attribute wrangle, and now we go step by step into just copying the code and check if it's gonna work. That's the first thing, I guess. We will check, let's see, and then what we will do is, so let's see if we created attributes here. The attributes are class, we have that, we have n, we have out, we have p, and we have up. So no new attributes that got created. Which makes me wonder, how are we calculating the stuff here? So maybe we need 26 here. This is mind-boggling. Let's see. Hey, Sebastian. Let's try to send DM. I'll be right back. Record. Okay, so I just have a little bit of understanding now about the thing, you know, about the measure node. I'll take one. Okay, Alt click, and let's click it right here. We'll take basically the normal rail without anything added to it. Just the normal rail in the middle, this one. and we'll put it in here. And now this one, it should be the input 2 right there, and we'll add that input 2 actually inside of, let's see, we have added a resample here that is working together with the what else is it working with? This here and this here. Okay, so we have a line extract. Yeah, okay, so we'll take this, and yeah, the rest here. So we'll copy those, paste them here, and now basically add this one here. No, delete that one, add this one, and we will basically check them out. This is coming in, extract node, okay, and this one is coming in there, and the line should stay the same. Okay, that's good. And then our end result here should be different, basically, right? Yeah, one. Okay, this one has to change, obviously. Let's see where this is coming from. Yeah, we need a new one. Here we are. And this one needs to be connected to R2. All right, and this one should be connected to our, let's see, this one. All right, now we have those points and we can calculate them without a resample, without anything. We all what we need to know is how much of division is happening between 0.0 and 0.2, for example. So let's actually delete the connectivity. I think we don't need that. Let's take our attribute triangle. Okay, so that thing is not doing much. Now we'll do another one. Another attribute triangle, or the measure actually. Measure, let's try to add the measure. Measure. And let's get that to work, hopefully. We need to change the area to length. And then we need to set up a way for it to measure between those points. How is it doing that? Per piece, class, position, P, nothing here happening. Piece is 0. Like why? Why is it not? 21. What is this? Total attribute name. What is the total doing here? Per meter, that's the value it's outputting, and it's also outputting total per meter. But yeah, there are nothing until now. Good thing we added this thing to make things easier for us to measure if we ever figure out how to do it. But yeah, this is for the future. I'll continue now because yeah, I keep going back to it because I'm like, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe this will work. But yeah, I'm always stuck with it. Have no idea if it will work or not. Let's pause. I just realized that we have a certain value here, and it's a 5.3, which I suppose is measuring the width here of 5 points. And in order for me to prove that is if I add a resampler before that, we will see different numbers, I believe. Let's go back here. Resampler. Let's add maximum numbers and check what's happening. Yeah, nice. All right, and now we'll check our numbers here. That's good though, because it's only measuring in between, I guess. What is this doing? It's adding points in the width, and it's telling it, yo, are you checking that? So it's saying the value is 5.3. Now, I'm rest assured, and actually I want to add more resample value here and see if it changes. If it still says 5, then we have trouble. then it is not calculating. Yeah, it's not calculating properly. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. What can I do here to make this work better? No width, I guess. No, still nothing. P, is it changing anything in the per meter? I'm just gonna play with it a little bit, have it in the recording, that's not a problem. Per piece, per element, not changing anything. Throughout, not changing anything. Per element, same. Take this out, same measurement. Per meter, nice. This is the visualizer, the gradient, but nothing other than what we're seeing is happening anyway. Enter, nothing is happening, we can't see anything. Maximum, nothing, not changing anything here. Also not changing much. Position attribute, not changing anything. Area is changing something. Volume is changing something. Centroid, okay. Curvature, nothing. Gradient, nothing. Laplacan, I guess. Boundary, nothing. We got a 0, 0, and primitive length is the only one. Perimeter length / length is the only one that is giving us some sort of value here. And in order for us to, we needed to work with us a bit better. If I have points here, it completely dismantles everything. However, if I make it per piece, it also dismantles it throughout. Nothing, we're getting no value. Position, oops, we have a timer. Stop. Oh, it's 21 already. Damn. Maximum, minimum, width. We're getting nothing here. It is, yeah. It doesn't want to work. Primitives again. And yeah, we're getting this 5.3 value, but other than that, and we're also getting it for each point. So we are almost there, but it's measuring the wrong axis. That's my only explanation for this. So if we measure the n here, we're getting an error. And yeah, no, it's the same measurement. Doesn't want to change. I think the only way it changes if we basically go back to generating this a bit differently. That's the only way I think it would work for us. And I'm gonna go back to our geo right there and go back here and then go to our thingy, copy the point. Let's see, copy to point, and then we will add, not the copy to point, the measure. We need the measurement. Yeah. Okay, now we will check if this number will change if we to play with the add values. And we'll make it shorter. And actually, let's make it a bit longer. And now we'll check our measure again. 10. There you go. It's measuring the wrong axis. And how do I make it measure the actual axis that we want to measure? It shouldn't be that hard. I mean, come on. How hard could it be? I mean, can we actually measure that? Can we make it measure this? Because it doesn't know that it needs a way to communicate. I want the length between those 2 points, so we need to be able to separate. I would use help per piece, and then nothing happens anymore. Only if I disable the P here. Piece attributes, we have class. And the class is not even showing up here. So in order for this to work, we need a connectivity of some sort. So let's connect. Let's do a connectivity before it. Point, yeah. Class. Primitive. Integer, string. We're not getting anything. Connectivity is not working. Connectivity is not working. It never worked for me, right? For some reason. Point. Ah, man, this sucks. What is the error? Invalid source. Object geo style 1. Connectivity 4. Interesting. What happens if I delete this? Nothing happens. Is it? Ah, it's not connected. Okay, now it's connected. Now this is connected and it's taking it from the class. Class should have been created here, but it doesn't want to. Ah, wait, where do we have anything in here? Class, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is calculating how many. And if we have this into a class, then a class exists, but it's not measuring the position between them. But now when we add the position attribute, it is not going away at least. Refine, nothing. How can I add points maybe? We get nothing. Area, I'm just checking different options here. What are we getting? Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool way to calculate, but it's at least we're getting a visualization finally. Curvature, gradient, whatever that thing is, boundary, nothing, surface. Yeah, we need the length, that's for sure. It's just for now we're not getting anywhere because what did we miss? Is it when we have per element we should be able to view? Now we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anything. Ah, primitives, which should be the one. Per piece, nothing changes. Ah, we get an error as well, like we did before. So nothing changed basically. Refine and also position attribute. Now it's not gone anymore. Funny. It's like it does it when it wants to. Width. What is that adding to the whole picture? Nothing. It's just taking the length basically of the whole thing, but not the length between 2 points or between each other. Even though we added per piece, but all what it's doing is like it's taking, okay, you want per piece, no problem. Here are the data. Here it is per piece. It's basically not doing anything for us. Minimum, nothing. This does nothing for us. Total name, also nothing. We get a group. Bake, yeah, this is not doing much for us. Points, dismantles everything. Attribute. Okay. I don't know. I'm stuck here. And I will continue to be stuck, I think. Let's keep learning. Let's do our first attempt into fixing this or creating this, which is a system that should basically give us the ability to make ropes from one sub-network, so to speak. Now, one way to do that is we will add a sub-network. Just create a new one. Here we are. And we'll connect everything to it. However, we need to merge everything first. Let's merge it. Merge. Let's see if that would work. I'm not sure if that's the same way they took, but I guess we'll find out the hard way. So yeah, everything before they go to here, they will go like here, for example. This will also go here. This will also go here. And one more thing has ropes. I mean, this one should be fine. Although, you know what? We'll only do this one. Let's only do this one. Unify their rope generation and see if it works, just so we don't run into complex problems. All right, so now we will add our for each connection, for each connected piece right here. And first we will basically add our resampler to resample things on our own if we want to, but we need to split some stuff. Because, so let's go back to our cargo. Let's switch it to cargo. And one way to do that is we go to geo again, here, switch to cargo net. Here we are. And now we'll play with the values here. Okay, let's play. All right, so we're gonna go in here and then again into our subnet. And one thing we will do is split some stuff. So I realize that my keyboard is losing charge, so I'm just gonna charge it real quick. Here we are. Let's charge it. Oh my god, here we go. This thing should be here. Okay, let's hook it in, and now it should work. Okay, good. So we hooked that up. What is the next thing to do? Wait, give me that thing on my feet. Yes. All right, so connectivity, we need our split. Let's split some stuff here. Let's make some stuff split. Let's split our cargo nuts, our lower nuts and upper nuts. Maybe just delete the cargo nuts here. And we'll take that here. So we split it. And then we will add a resample. Okay, and then we basically will merge them again so the values stay together. And then they go into our loop. Let's just view if we have everything in order that we need. So far, not in the split, of course. We need like a null just to check if everything is correct. If we have all the stuff we need. Do we have the nuts as well? Do we have them or not? And why not? Let's check it here. Okay. The nuts are there. Wait a second. Why are they there? Okay, give me a second. A smart way actually to deal with this. So first of all, we will take our subnet, take it all the way down to our first merge here. We'll delete this connection. Now we will bypass everything related to our nuts generation or to our sweeps. So everything that sweeps, we're gonna disable. And as we can see, we have a transform, merge, transform, sweep, boom, take, and bypass. And check for the different sweeps. Sweep 2, here we go. Boom, they're gone. Then we check here if we're doing any sweeping. Sweep. Let's check, merge, switch, output, nothing. Then we'll go here and bypass that. And so we have our everything without any sweeps. That's amazing. Good, we have that. And now we will take the input out of here and put it in here. And by that, we'll be able to see our results. We basically need wireframes. Here we are. Actually, we'll go back here. View this now. Actually, let's not view anything inside of here. We don't need to. So let's just view. Why are we getting that view here? Anyway, let's just get flat shaded. All right, so we have things going for us. yeah, basically we got everything. Then we have split stuff, and we've given them a resample here, so we could add resampling on different things. Why is this showing? Let's bypass that. We'll go right there, bypass that, and we should be able to have nothing with cable or with ropes anymore. And in here we have split our cargo nuts, and let's see if that works. If I would add a segment, more segment here, maybe the other way around, maybe this here and this there. Okay, wait, maybe this here, this there. All right, we'll check now. I need to view it first. Sorry, a beginner mistake. Okay, so which one are we dealing with here? Only the nuts, right? So yeah, it was correct the way we had it before. We'll just switch that, and now I view it again. Here we are, and we can add details on the lines only, which is great. So this is how to split things. I would love to as well split our upper ones, so the one that go vertically and the one that go horizontally. I think that's a smart solution for now. Let's do it inside of here. Let's name it a group. Let's give it a group. I think it's out. These are the cargo nuts, and here we should be able to have those. Let's give them a group. So groupie. Let's group them. Put it right there. Right there. And we'll give this group a name. Vertical cargo. All right, so all of it will be vertical cargo. Let's call the group and the label the same. And basically go back into our subnet right there. And now we should be able to split again. If we just check our split, we should be able to have vertical cargo. So we'll have another split, it seems. Let's take everything beneath and zoom out a little bit, take it a bit down. And then we'll take this one. Give me another split, please. So boom, split. Split me, baby, one more time. This one will go into the merge, it seems. Actually, we'll have another resample for that. Here we go. And this one will go here. So everything that is cargo, vertical cargo, will go right there and will get resampled on its own. Is it working or not? Let's see. Why is it not working? Let's see if this is working first. Let's view it. I think now it's just separating. So it's not working. And that is why. Did we take the wrong direction, or what's the deal here? Oh, and now we have nothing anymore, or huh? Now we got nothing, and here we still have all this. That is a bit weird. I mean, but okay. So somehow it's grouping everything, and we need to group only. How to do that? We should be able here to have grouped everything that we needed, right? Yeah. So let's take the points then. Let's group them. Replace existing. Yeah, okay. Base group. Yeah, I guess. Let's go back. If it's not, then we have to change it. Because we grouped the nuts this way, right? Didn't we? That's super weird. Let's cargo. Let's delete everything. Take vertical cargo. And now it is not working. This is weird because it should have actually grouped it. How did we do the group here? Cargo nuts. What did we choose? Well, primitives, replace existing, and enabled. And so And so we have those points and they are working. But whenever I choose our grouping here, we run into problems. And that sucks actually. Primitives? Let's keep it into primitives. What is happening? What is happening? Well, it's going into processing, right? Ah, wait. It's going into the wrong direction. It should go into this direction, and this should be still connected here. Because it is splitting and it's not knowing what to do with it, I think. Let's go. Let's chuck it into the subnet, and now we should be able to do it. And undo it, but to do it. Here we should be able to have the... Yeah, here we go. We did it, guys. Amazing. That is super cool. Okay, so we got it. It is actually working. I'm actually surprised that it is working. I think we're just missing like a couple of tricks with the vex and everything to be able to continue in Houdini in a more comfortable way. And so we'll keep going. Let's see. Oh, we got a reply actually. Let's check the reply real quick. Let's do it live. Whatever. Let's do it. Okay, so we have a thing here. It depends on your needs. What would you like to do? How communicate points in attribute wrangle if I understand the question. You have run over points, primitives. This is a array with all points inside if you run over points, all primitives if you run over primitives. You can access to this point by point number using I at point number, or if you run over prim I at prim number. Okay. Run over. Okay, here it is. The connectivity node give you back connected geometry. Here the connectivity node create an attribute class. Here the connectivity node create an attribute class with a different value for each box 0 and 1 in spreadsheets. So that's because it's separating the primitives, correct? Points, class points. I mean, yeah, that is basically what we learned. If we have the points, it will separate them. But how to measure the points? I'm just gonna refer to Sebastian. I'm gonna refer Sebastian to what Mint had wrote. Mint. Okay, I'm gonna take that off the recording. All right, so we have split things here. Sorry, it's just the thing is still it needs a lot of problem solving for me to understand. And we will, yeah, now they're separated, and in the end of the merge everything is together right there. These are way too dense, we need to fix that, and these are way too dense too, and we need to fix that. So let's fix it right now. Let's go right back here and go to our notch generator. We will take our helix and actually match, transform, soft transform. Right after the soft transform, we give it a resample right here. All right, and now we will give it actually a maximum number of, please don't exceed 30. This way we have something. We'll copy the same ordeal here, give it to the circle. Circle says merge transform, match size. Okay, since let's just make sure and just put it right there. Okay, and now this should have not exceed. Okay, so let's give it a 15, so each one is 30 in total. Does it really need that though? So 7. That's too few. 9. That is quite a circle right there. All right, so we have that, and we will go back to our merged or subnet here, And now we will hook that to connectivity. And then we will start breaking that down with adding, first of all, we need to add some sort of, all right, just let me read through my notes real quick. So we have added a measure node. So it measures the points and their length. And this should basically help us with adding twists later due to that measurement. Or it will help us add points, I think. But let's see how we will configure it together. Its options here will stay quite simple. We'll make it measure the length. Here we see it. And yeah, basically that's all for the measure for now. Then we will add, after that, I remember, okay, we'll add a wrangle again. And this time we'll make that wrangle basically reference our point number, and we'll give it an attribute, because right now out from the box there's no, if we go here, there's no point number other than just checking the point numbers on the left, I think. So we will basically say that I will create an integer, call it point numbers, or number of points. Let's call it something different. Yeah, let's just call it, like, for real, number of points. Let's check. And then we'll make it equal our add pitnum. This should now work with a semicolon at the end. And now we should have created a number of points, and we see it's 4. Is that the correct way? Okay, numpt, is that? That's the mistake here. All right, numpt, that is the one we need, not the pt num, but the numpt. And now we have 5. Okay, that's great. So we have always 5 points in the number of points, and what we will do now is promote that node, or that attribute, sorry, and now we will see what that means together. So promote, I'll show you. And basically we'll take our points and change them to detail. And this should, all right, so we'll take our number of points here, and now we're changing it. So what happened here inside, if we go a step back, we see in the spreadsheet number of points is together with everything else. So all this mess, the position details, the number details, the out details, everything. But if we put it in our detail right here, and we go right a step forward, we should now be able to see our promoted, let's see, group upper, group rail, and meter class. Where is it? Point number, where is it? Why are we not seeing it anymore? It should be in the detail, honestly. It should have worked. Detail, maybe a point afterwards we'll see it. We don't see it here. We have promoted it to here, to detail. Sorry, I've taken this value here of primitives. Okay, so here we are. It's in its own category, so it's not a huge mess. So we just see, okay, that we have 5 points. Okay, good stuff. So far so good. And now we will basically keep watching. Let's try to do that from memory. So what we'll do now is start sweeping. So sweep, and we'll go right there. And then we will start sweeping now. Well, let's view it. We need first of all a round tube. Then is this viewing anything here? Okay. Then we need rows or columns, sorry. Why is nothing happening? Here it is. Here it is. That's good. But there's something not working properly. our connectivity here is broken. It's always the connectivity somehow. And what do we have in here? Yeah, it's completely, everything is completely broken here. What had happened? Why is this happening? Do we need to change it to points? And how does this look like? It's completely broken, right? Everything. Okay, broken. Yeah, I was like, why do we only have... Yeah, something is not working well here. And then when we go here, it's only this. Well, that sucks. I really... string. Does this change anything? Per piece. Points. Nothing is changing. Ah, damn it. But for Grayson it works perfectly. So I'm just gonna check. Oh, I wonder if the connectivity should have been done before. Right before here. And if that would have mistaken, or I don't know. No. It just doesn't want to work for some reason. Is it back to normal? Let's give it back the old values, integer, just normal stuff. Let's check it back again. Still not working. So this is not working. This is working. It is working. I mean, now it's telling me that it's not working. And I'm trying to understand why that's happening. Damn. Okay, let's check it here. It says, all right, right there. Int is not a valid group. Where is our int initiated? Int is not a valid. Oh, wait, we've done something. We have done something somewhere where we called a group int, right? Let me check. Where did this happen? Well, here we have groups and yeah, okay, but int is not a valid group. Okay, let's go back. Where do we have int here? Is it here? Up and class. Int is not a valid group. That's what it said. And now it is happening twice. Isn't that great? Int is not a valid group. Well, I didn't have that as a group anyway. Okay, let's take it back here and let's see if this same error happens. Let's take it out. How does this work now without connectivity? Not at all, right? How does this work now? Okay, it is working, but then the connectivity comes in mind. And the error is int is not a valid group. Where have we initiated that to begin with? Let's go back. Let's go way back. Let's go inside of here. Make sure that we don't have any attribute triangle. Let's bypass that. How can I find a group that I created? Cargo nuts, primitives. This one, vertical group, primitives. Where did we add that into int value? I have no idea, honestly. Group, cargo nuts, vertical cargo. That is all. We must have added something somewhere. I mean, otherwise... Why would it take... Okay, let's check its connections. We have a merge. I mean, if this thing is not telling us anything... Okay, so what we do is connectivity, right? Let's do it one by one. Are we getting that error here? Okay, so this is quite normal primitives. And we are not getting any error. Okay, so it's not part of that connectivity with this one. Somewhere it breaks. Let's check the next connectivity. Is this working? What do we have in here? It says it's working. Let's refresh. It is working. Let's change it to points. Let's see if it's still working. It's still working, I guess. And information. Yeah, still working. Okay, which connection is this one? That is our split here. Let's just view that. Okay, so that's our railway. And once we have connected it to... Once we took our connectivity to the last point that we need to check, do we still get that error? Let's see. Nothing. So we tried everything so far. And this primitives, what happens? No problem. So somewhere after the merge, we're getting some weird group here. And not even that. We have no problem here. We're able to split everything. So what happens, and my question is, what happens if we have already split everything in connectivity beforehand? Do we get a nice value here? Now we only see that one. Oh wait, that is basically what we need, right? Because when we go over to our sweep, what do we see? But is that proper? Just checking through the tutorial right now and checking. So far it's correct. Click back again. I found out something. Yeah, okay. That's good, guys. We have proper stuff going on. Yeah, so basically we have to view this in the end to make sure everything is happening properly. Okay, so that's good. We have split them somehow outside and that had worked for us. That's good, I guess. Let's put this light a bit closer now. It's getting darker. Okay, so what happens if I put that actually in the background as such? Get a better view. Let's get more background light. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. But it can't do more than that, right? Oh, it can actually shine some light on me. That's cool. Okay. All right, so we fixed that. Let's see what, I mean, can it, just interested in this. Just a little bit. A bit of rim light, not too much. I'm interested in. That's kind of cool though. Okay, so let's keep learning and we will now start working for real. Okay, so 3 columns, please. All right, so that is something we have worked with before. This is way too big, so our radius needs to chill. Please chill a little bit, sir. Good, good. Nice, we have it. And then we will add another sweep. All right, we'll add that right there. And also we said we want to control that amount of twists. Here they are, so we'll control this by the amount of points. And that is why we created that attribute, if you remember. And that there's a way to do things here and how we can add expressions, right? So we have to learn that. So let's click here and now let's add that expression. So we will start with writing, let me try to remember, attribute, let me try to remember. Let's see. All right, so we will start with detail. So we will call our detail because we have promoted it to detail. And if we hover over detail now, or we click detail, and then we add 2 brackets, sorry. And then backwards, we should be able now to start typing some stuff. And that is the way we can structure this detail thing. Here it is. So we have to add at least a 0 to see the structure of it. So we have float detail string surface node, that will be our attribute node, the one we're working with, because we could connect different nodes. String attribute name, that is the attribute name. Here surface node, which type of node you're working with, and if it's local you add 0. If it's the local one you want to manipulate, so you just type 0 here for the surface node, and then comma. Then the next thing is the attribute name. So our attribute name is, I believe, points. What was it again? All right, number of points. So big number. All right, number. All right, we're just gonna type it in. Number of points. Is it point or points? Just gonna view it here. Number of points. All right, let's delete everything. Control click, and again. Let's write, all right, so number of points with an S. All right, detail, comma, exactly. So let's just start like this, 0, it's the local one. And at the end, we have the index, attribute index. So surface node, the one you're currently working with, comma, attribute name. We will type that down. And at the end, the attribute index. Tip, this expression might not work if surface node is the currently cooking node. That's something more advanced. This can also be used to read the value of a detail instinct by specifying enters int. Okay, this is a bit too advanced for me. I can't understand it. Okay, so let's just keep going. We'll add our detail again. It's important to just repeating things. Number of points, then another comma, and then 0, and then you close it, and then we should add, I think that's fine for now. All right, look, we can see some twists happening by the number of points. So we are probably twisting right now for how many points? For 25 times. I feel like we deserve more twists, right? Or is this enough twists for now? I feel like we can like double that. Go ahead, like do it twice as much. Maybe let's just try it. 20. Is it working? Yeah. Give me like 10 times as much. That's a bit too much, right? Give me 7 times as much. All right, it's too much. 5 times as much. 3 times as much. 3 times as much is doing it for us. If we actually go into our resample, and this one is actually splitting our vertical. So that one we won't need, but this one we might need. No, the other way around. So this is V and this is H. All right, so that's good. And now we will add a bit more details. Why are we not being able to? Let's, this is V actually. And this is H. Okay, so we know that. Now we go back to our Sweeby and we add more details here. But no details are added, which is weird. Let's go back here and let's add more details. So why, oh, why is it not? Oh, that's a problem. I mean, do we really need a connectivity? Or like, how much do we need it? And what is happening if we actually connect it? And then we add our segments. Nothing is happening, right? Let's just keep both. Okay, so this is not connecting. Let's add points. See if this is gonna work. If we go to the horizontal, we're adding points, but nothing is being added. Oh my god. But how's the end result though? If we go here and we view things, nothing. bypass that. How's things are looking here? Nothing. Damn. Now we're just basically stuck. Nothing's showing here. It just doesn't want to work anymore. Why? Like, why? I've had this at bypass before. Why is it not working now? Damn. This sucks. Okay, what's happening now? Reviewing it. Do we see anything? We're back on this stupid line. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing just doesn't want to work, does it? Bypass, please. Do we get anything here? Do we get anything if we bypass it? Nothing. We have to go back upwards, then check this out. It's giving us an error. Guess what? We have an error now all of a sudden. And it says integer is not a valid group. Well, thanks. Like, damn it. Where is this integer thing? Class. It had created a lot of classes, that's for sure. It needs a lot of classes, yeah, those are our object numbers basically. But the integer, where is this integer coming from anyway? Is it coming from here? What does it say? Okay, we'll go inside of here, then we'll go back upwards. How is it going? You're not going. Integer, okay. So that is here, okay. Where's this integer thing coming? Well, forget it. Come back to it. Same problem, right? Okay, we will Google that. We're still trying to fix this problem. So let's go inside of our subnet. Let's go again inside of our after connectivity right here. Connectivity doesn't want to work. What do we have in merge? Everything is here. Points and points numbers, please. Okay. Connectivity not working, which leads to basically nothing working other than this. That is due to our connectivity not working well for us. We change it to points. We click again. Check the info. We click again. Check the info. Here, let's check the sweep. It is working only here. And if we check here, we have an error that is major, which basically should tell us a bit about it. The subnetwork output operator failed to cook. Objective GeoDGA sweep 2 subnet 1 sweep 2. Okay, so the error here is due to the sweep 2 not being able to work. And let's view it actually. Let's give it a value of something that could work, like round tube, and a way less value here. Just chill a little bit. Okay, how does this look like now for the end result? We are getting there. So we basically kind of solved the points problem by switching the UI for some reason. I don't know what is happening by this point, but it's Houdini. So I'd like this light to shine on me a little bit, not too much. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no idea. So let's keep looking into it and keep manipulating it. So what is happening if I go into the edge here? Give it more value. It works. That's amazing. But so if we have 20 points here, we should have 20 points by the sweep 1. Let's look into the details. We have 1,854. That's way too many points. So we need to actually reduce them by saying, yo, our guy, chill a bit. Yeah, okay. So this is even a lot. So let's do 30. And this is, well, Yeah, all right. So 30 is a lot. 25 maybe does the job. It's a bit too much still. 60, 26, 27. That's a lot still. 28, 29, and 30 seems to be the one. Okay, let's check now. Let's make them thicker right there in our radius. All right, it's not that value. All right, something like this, and go back to sweep and give this a lower value to bring them together. All right, I think this amount. All right, so this needs to chill now, and we need to check the actual twists here. So let's go back to our twists and go by 10. How does that look like? Well, we're getting way too many, right? So 100, way too much for some reason. What do we have here? Points are 1,800. So why did 30 work so well? It was 10 is too much, right? It's too less. Interesting. So what happens if this was 2, 3? Just curious how the numbers are working here. 5 divided through 6, 7 by 8 by 9. We're getting there. 10. 9 gave us, this is way too less. Look, you could see it. So 7 is the value, but it's giving a lot of deformation. So I'm gonna copy this expression, switch it back. That's the problem. It's about 265 twists. Yeah, we need way less. 30 worked well. It's about 62, still a lot though. So let's go with 60. And we have 30. That's around a good number here. Yeah, basically. It's a good number. But as you can see here, we are completely... Oh, this is not looking good. Let's go with 70. Yeah, okay. 70 is looking well. How does 70 translate? 26. Let's try 71. 72 and go back here. 26 still. Let's go to 75. Is it on 25? I remember 25 was a good number. Do we have any deformation here or there? Things are still looking good. All right. This looks good. All right. Good, good, good. Good stuff. We have good stuff here. And yeah, I like it. This is looking well for us, and it's a unified system. And yeah, let's learn more. We'll just we'll do this one last thing and check it out later. We will try and test how slow is everything right now. So let's go here. All right, that's quite fast. That's amazing. We have a a good optimizer, it seems. Yeah, this thing is working. We've created a really nice... it's actually good looking, right? I mean... Oh, wait a second. Something broke here. Let's see. Let's check our final result. All right, let's take... Oh, okay. So we'll... Okay. No, I'm not a good optimizer. I'm a dumb optimizer. Let's hook it up in the final merge. And now we should be able to see things. Okay, and now we'll see how fast this is. We kind of broke it a little bit. Okay, so let's check it out. And, ooh, that's quite fast. It's actually quite fast. There's a way to make things even faster. There's something called compiler. Compile. Is it called compile block? Is that the one? Yeah, this one. We will look into this, but we have to change a couple of things. So let's put it inside of our huge, actually one by one. This node goes in here, actually, like right in there. We need it inside. Okay. Now we'll put it down there. Why is it not going inside? Come on, go. I think we have, okay, we don't need it inside. Actually, we need it to be still outside, but we need the thing inside of it. Okay, now we have an error, and that is because when we're reading through the sweep one here, this value, let's put it up, and we were reading through here, and there was something about this 0 that it won't work if it is like if it is the compiled or something in compiling. So what, or in baking or something calculation related. So this is what causing this. So it seems that yeah, you're basically separating this in somehow. So what we'll do is something we've done before. I don't understand the reason completely. You can explain it to me if you know what it is. But yeah, we can add revert, delete, add, oh wait a second, add spare input. We've done this before in the past. And now we have that spare input. And if we take, let me think a little bit about it because he did it a bit fast. Let's see, just gonna post. So we have forgotten actually one more step here before or between the attribute promote, which is the along, orient along, and this will change a couple of things. Orient along curve correctly, yes, and we'll put it right in between here. And so basically what I wanted to show is if I go to sweep here and I enable it, and so what I need is just in the spare input we need to put the node before it, and now we could add a -1 here. There we go. And this should make everything work now, as we could see. That's just due to the compiler, and that's how the thing works. And now in order to see what the compiler is doing, we need to go here and go to our performance monitor right here, and we will record our performance and see which parts are the least, that are working the least, or that are the slowest, so to speak. All right, so here we are, and we will change this, and we see that the slowest is our geometry setup. Let me just expand this. Our draw sphere. Okay, so that is exact. Okay, our handles, it seems. GPU draw, composite draw. Okay, what else is there? Handles. This one in the nodes here. Okay, so let's put the time. Okay, so let's group things together and check our time. What is the worst thing? Object geo now. For now, we're doing kind of good, and it's not even telling us what type of node is doing the bad thing. Okay, let's do it again. We're kind of good on the time, honestly. And one way to test if your thing is working well or not is to bypass your compile thing and now go over it again and see if it's slower. We see 8 seconds. We're recording 8 seconds, and with it we record around even more seconds. No, wait, this is a bad way to measure. Let's stop it. Let's bypass. And now record again. And start. Let's see. I mean, how do I understand? Wait, let's put this a bit bigger. Is there any other parameter here? Okay, that is it though. Just comparison to what he's getting. Yeah. I mean, the sweep, his sweep thing. Okay, so this is how you do it. So basically, the longer I keep moving this, the worse it's gonna get. So let's stop it. Let's record again. And we're just gonna put it up like that. And we see This is the result. Okay, select 0.3. And let's check now with it how long it's going to get. Stop and record. Subnet. Railing style. Yeah, but our sweep is doing fine though, basically. It's not calculating that much, but his is going... DJ. Alright, so these are from the worst. Yeah, the merge is taking almost everything, as you can see. Subnet 1, and if we go inside of here, we have the compiler. The compile thing is taking a long time, and now if I bypass that, let's see how much time is everything taking. Let's go inside of our... Here. How much is it taking? Let's see. Let's record again. And we have... Yeah, our sweep is taking 0.146 seconds. That's really, really good. Because his is taking much longer. And if I enable it again, just testing. And we record again. Let's see, our compile is making our sweep faster. Could that be? Alright, whoever's watching this is can tell me like, it's not working really. Or if it is, then maybe it is working. Okay, so good stuff for now. We have created a unified way, so to speak, and that way could give us a better result. I mean, I don't want to record anymore. Let's leave it as it is for now. Let's make this a bit bigger again. Let's go into our knots generator, and let's go into our helix transform and our resample here, and give this a little more love of a value maybe of 50. Let's see how that would look like. Yeah, it goes nuts. Sorry, pun not intended. 35. How would 20 feel like? Yeah, 20 is better. But then why the hell is this thing here changing? It is completely separated from it. So why is it changing? Give me 15 on this. Here you go. Now this thing is working. But now this is not working. What is happening? What is happening? We need a value that both like. Okay, this is fine. Okay, yeah, something is happening there. Definitely. All right, so yeah, that's it for this episode. We have went one video. We basically completed 2 videos so far. Next episode we will unify the scale this here, and then one more. We'll do that tomorrow properly. We have 11 minutes here, and here we have 60 minutes. I'm sure we will run through a lot of obstacles, but that's in total 20 minutes. That should be the length of one video only, so we'll do that tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining on the Twitch, and yeah, follow me if you haven't yet, and see y'all tomorrow. I will also make a short stream as well. All right, thank you all for watching. See you tomorrow.